So your ma, which she has an ostrich feather in her hair, she usually carries the two balanced things so she could balance the justice and morality and harmony. So you like to make sure everybody is like has representation. So if there's a fight, you look at both sides and try to weigh in on who is the right one. So if there's a fight, you're like, well, that makes sense, you know. So that's how you may be if you are a ma. Ma'at is, Libra signs. Ma'at was both the goddess and personification of truth and justice. And like I said, her ostrich feather represents truth. There's her hieroglyphics at the bottom. If you ever see any of these signs in your dream, there you go. So read more about Ma'at because then you could learn more about yourself. So like a lot of us do have god and goddesses that represent astrology and represents like how we get along, who we've been with, who we married, and all that good stuff in astrology, like in the stars, right? So she's over here, she's hanging out, and she has the scales, and so that's basically, she's scaling, weighing out what's going on. She wants justice. Look like she's over there with Anubis. Okay, Anubis. He's the black dog. He's using Cancer. Cancer. Anubis is dope. That's like July birthdays. That's why when people pass away with Cancer in July or they get diagnosed like just July, I'm like, oh my God, spiritually, because medical industrial complex has a lot to do with why people pass away on certain days. People don't want to admit it, but the hospitals are portals. So of course, if you have someone in the cult and they see your birthday and they need one of these July, they could be like, oh, you got Cancer and you're gonna pass away. Are you really? Because if you pass away in July, or you were diagnosed in July, you be starting to bound to one another. I just let it takes its course and act normal. Remember, act normal. Normal. Because when you're awakened, you want to get taken to act normal because you're going to start to see a whole lot of numbers, see a whole lot of just weird things. You're going to start seeing twins show up. When you awaken, you start seeing a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy. So I'm moving on. And your other sign on the 13th sidereal is Virgo, Hathor, which means like it's a beautiful heart. It's loving. It's so sweet. Like my sister, she is Ma'at in Virgo, Hathor. And, when I talk to her, she's very much like she weighs what I say and she's loving, but she goes in between. Either she'd be like, bitch, you crazy. Or she'd be like, oh, but I still love you. Like she'll listen to me, but still be like, but get it together. As long as I act normal, she's like, I don't care what you think, just act normal. So I tell everybody who awakens, I don't care what you see or what you think, just don't tell people, like, tell who you need to tell. I tell everybody because I ain't scared no more. But I tell everybody on TikTok, but when I'm in the streets, I don't talk to nobody. I just talk normal, like, hi, how are you? You're a fucking demon, but I ain't gonna tell you because you probably already fucking know. So that's how it is. So just act normal when you're awakening. So part 6 coming up next.